The champs in here. The champs in
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Undefeated.
Undefeated.
Undefeated. Yeah, what up, though? It's your boy, Mr. CEO, and your boy, Jay. That deserves a clap. We
Clap that
broke
up.
a record. We put up a record, y'all, last week. We went undefeated. We hit our underdog of the week, Baylor. We hit our bet of the week, Illinois is 2.5. That was a blowout. And we hit 3 parlays, as you can see, plus 176, plus 296, and almost plus 1,000. What up, what up? What's up, Jay? How you
Man, I
feeling?
can't call it, bro. I mean, we had a beautiful week. You know, we two are the best to do this. We out here
Mm-hmm.
proving it. We got the stats
Mm-hmm.
to back it up. Now it's
Mm-hmm.
just time to go double the bankroll. No pressure, just all fun. And you gotta listen. I know in
Mm-hmm.
today's world, everybody's stubborn and they want to listen. Let these experts get you right. I'm ready for a good show, man. I'm hyped, man. Let's go. Follow Beats, Rhymes, and Parlays, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Follow me at JBay's World on TikTok. Let's go. Let's get to it.
All right, Jay. Our best 2-2. Like we just said, Illinois is minus 2.5 and might as well have been minus 20. They smacked them boys. That was a good. You got anything else from last week?
Oh man, no, it was crazy, bro, because they won 45-19, if I'm not mistaken, bro. They
Mm-hmm.
literally, by the time the fourth quarter came, I was able to start. The money was already in my account, so I already knew they wasn't
Mm-hmm.
coming back. And the thing about Illinois that I really liked was they continued to put the beats on them dudes. Like they didn't let
Mm-hmm.
up. It wasn't no fourth quarter letdown. It wasn't no fluky stuff. They literally put the beats on them boys like we said they would. So me and the Ted and me and CEO already told you, bro. If we come together on it, we that 95.5% is gonna go.
Hopefully we can hold up to that, man. He going high for it, but honestly, man, we might be 95, but we definitely about 70, man, and the average about 67, 57. So we're gonna see if we can hold that up this year. That's how we've been rolling. We're gonna try to keep fire. What you feel about last week with like Clemson, man? Like we was talking about them in the pre-show, future show, like they about to run the world. They coming out slow.
Me personally, long as they keep winning, I'm good with it. And it's good that they dealing with this type of adversity early. Now they
Mm-hmm.
can fade to the back. People forget about them. They can put their heads down, do the work. I'm sure after all the stuff they've heard, the type of coach Dabo is, like, they are literally over there going through it. Like, hey, okay, we done ate the cake. We done believe this and that, drank the
Mm-hmm.
Kool-Aid. It's time for us to go to work because they got to be embarrassed now. They have to be embarrassed, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm still sticking on them. I still think they win the ACC. That loss ain't hurt them. We got
Okay.
ACC play. You know they got a big game this weekend, so let's just get to it.
Yeah, we about to jump to it, but before we jump to it, and I'm gonna regret this. I know I'm gonna regret it. I made the call the first week. The dude gonna let me down. He do it every single year. But I think Miami might have a chance to take the ACC, man. We gonna talk about him later a little bit. I know I'm telling you right now. I know I'm gonna regret it, but if it's, I'm gonna have to just call it one more time. If he let me down, I'm just gonna personally just walk down to Miami and we're gonna just walk him out the building ourselves. All right, we got Georgia minus 4.5 at Tennessee, over under 49.5. What you got, Jay?
I'm taking Tennessee in the points, bro, because
Okay.
I'm not impressed with what I've seen from Georgia this year. They said Gunnar Stockton was going to be better than quarterback of Miami. Why am I drawing a blank, bro? What was
Beck. Beck.
Carson Beck? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks quite the opposite. It looked like Carson Beck couldn't wait to get from underneath him, get from out of there. He didn't want no more
Yeah.
parts of Kirby. He out here slinging the pill. Gunnar Stockton kind of looks like who? You know, like yeah,
Yeah.
is this who you going with? I'm not impressed. They're going up the Rocky Top. Tennessee looked like they got something to prove, and I know people will say, "Hey, they started like this last year." Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're on a mission to prove, like, hey, nobody's bigger than the program.
Yeah.
I think this season is strictly about showing like we are the Tennessee Volunteers, bro. Like we are a historic program. We mainstays in the SEC. We may not have national championships like that, but we are not an easy out. up there in Rocky Top, you have to give me the points, bro. And I just think from what I've seen, man, their team speed, the defense, what they did to Syracuse, and I don't know how good Syracuse is. Yeah. But I saw the coach making Syracuse continue to run after the game and everything. They seem well coached, and Tennessee put belts to ass on them. So I just got to believe this is one of them years for them. I expect Tennessee to be a playoff team again, and I think they get. I think it's a closely competitive game. I can't see them losing by more than 3. So I'm gonna go Tennessee +4.
Okay. So yeah, I know you love that 4.5. If you can't see them losing by more than 3, I'm just gonna back off this one and just watch it. I started on Tennessee, but the more that I deep dive the last couple years, just like you just said, there's a reason I'm gonna back off. They come out look just like this: 70-0, 60-0. They play Georgia, and then Georgia beat it by 20 points. Kirby Smart is a genius. He's proven it. He's proven. Remember, we was talking about last week with Kentucky how we felt like they had Mississippi number, the coach.
Yes.
It could be that with this. So I want to wait on this game and watch this first. What I'm hearing is Stockton, what they're doing is Kirby's saying, you know what, we're going to be 2-0 regardless. So I'm going to run my basic high school offense to beat y'all, and I'm going to wait to play somebody to show something. So that's why I'm thinking like, okay, let me just wait off this one. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to wait. I'm not saying you wrong on that. I'm not going to even go against you. I don't even have a side on this one because I don't like Gunnar Stockton. I want to see him play for real this week. Now, if he looked this week like he looked the last 2 games and in the playoffs last year, then I'm going to fade him the rest of the year. But I'm going to give him a chance because like we said in a preseason show that Gunnar Stockton actually started out his first game against Texas, and then he played at Notre Dame. So as a young quarterback starting, that's hard to do. And we're going to talk about it later on the line, kind of what Eli did. I know everybody was on Eli, but just imagine this. This is your first game ever starting. You are in Ohio State, one of the hardest places to ever win against the number 1 defense in the country. That's some hard stuff to deal with. So I know we're bringing up something else, but I'm bringing that up because of Gunnar Stockton. I think he could be I'm not going to judge how good he is a quarterback yet, but I don't want to judge them off of playing their first games against elite defenses because everybody not elite like that. And I don't know how good Tennessee is because they haven't really played anybody. So we're going to move along. We're going to jump over to the next game. South Florida at Miami, 17.5-point underdogs, over under 56.5. What you got on this one?
Oh, I'm going Miami. I'm just going Miami. They look pretty good. I think South Florida is a little overhyped. I think they beat 2 teams, and I want to break that down. Boise is a double pack of ass. Pause. Like they were bad, bro. The quarterback was running linebackers over. It wasn't just like, and the quarterback for South Florida is good, bro. I'm not taking nothing away from him.
Yes.
It wasn't like he was just Michael Vicking them. I seen him shoulder pad down, running over people, stepping over like that. Boise's not a very good team.
No, they can't.
Florida, I wasn't high on. Everybody was high on DJ Langley, I think his name is. He was out there. The quarterback, he had a couple of good starts last year, and they anointed him. That's the thing I hate about college football. Every year at the end, somebody gets a couple wins in there, and the next time you see them, they rank number 15. It took a lot to beat Florida. I mean, shame on Florida for allowing the game to be that close. Shame on them.
Yes.
But it was a long touchdown where 2 defensive backs ran into each other that he scored on. They had to get a safety, not an earned safety. I'm talking about a punt going over somebody's head out in the end zone. So that right there is a 9-point spot. Now, Florida, shame on them for not being able to score like that.
Yeah.
I just don't think, even if Miami makes them same 2 mistakes, there is no way in hell I can see South Florida holding Miami to 16 points, bro. So, with that being said, Miami wins hands down. They don't make any mistakes. They cover the 17.5. Now, if they out there doing the weirdo stuff that these other 2 teams are doing, it could be close, but South Florida ain't beating.
Yeah, and I'm glad you broke that down because Byron Brown is USF quarterback. He's their only talent on the team. They don't have good receivers. They don't have a good running back. Their defense honestly look better than what they really are. But if you stop him, you stop the team. Miami's D-line, we've shown it, or they have shown it against Notre Dame. They even shown it last week. They are elite. What Miami's going to be able to do is only rush 4. And we talk NFL now, but they're going to do what Philadelphia did to KC in the Super Bowl. They're going to rush 4, and drop 7, and they're gonna get pressure with 4, and it's gonna be a wrap. We're not going to worry about that. Like you said, their only touchdown the whole game was a busted coverage. The way they stopped Florida, and we're gonna talk about this later in the LSU game. Lagway is a good deep ball thrower. He struggles when he throws intermediate, same like Jalen Miro was last year. And so what they did is they put everybody back in quarters and say, you're not going to beat us deep. Beat us moving the ball down the field. And he can't do that. And what happens is even when you play back, he's still so young and used to beating everybody deep. He still tries to go deep. And it wasn't going to work. And so that's why they kept him down. And then BYU can't. I mean, I'm sorry, not BYU. Boise State can't tackle. Boise State, that was the worst tackling performance I saw in my life. They had to miss like 40 tackles. 40 tackles. So I think USF is fool's gold.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all 2-0. I'm glad y'all hype. I'm glad everybody on y'all train. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's going to come to an end. And the only reason I'm not going to bet the 17.5, I'm going to have something for y'all to mind me later on the alt parlay, is because your boy Cristobal, and we already know how I feel about Cristobal. But I know you about to say something else.
Nah, I'm with you 110%, bro. I think South Florida ran it. I think the names is what everybody is stuck on. Like this Florida ain't been Florida in a minute. It ain't like he beat Tim Tebow. And then when you think of Boise, this you see Boise without Ashton Jeanty. Them dudes was that quarterback is terrible.
Yeah.
Like terrible.
Yeah.
So now if they win, if they beat Miami, I'll take all of this back next week. We can have an apology show. But I just don't see it happening, bro. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you, bro. I don't even think Cristobal can mess this up, bro. I think this is a done deal. That's why, because if it was really something else, the point spread wouldn't be this high. It'd be more like 9.5. They expect Miami to dog walk these boys.
I'm going to tell you a secret, which you probably already know. But when y'all watch this show, I'm going to tell y'all a secret. Y'all need to learn how to watch the lines. The lines tell you a lot. Vegas tells you a lot about who gonna win and who gonna lose and cover the spread by the hook. It's been 17.5 since open and has not moved. Why you think that? It's been 17.5 and not moved. Because you know people own South Florida, but they want to give you that hook to make you bet South Florida. So just pay attention to that. I'm gonna learn y'all something. Next we go into the game we was just about talking about a little bit. Florida at LSU. LSU 7.5 point favorite, over under 46.5. What you got?
I'm gonna pass this game. If it was if there was a gun to my head, I'm leaning LSU because I'm not high on Florida, but I can see this being one of them games where Florida feels like their back is to the wall, so they're gonna fight like they've never fought before. And I know Brian Kelly make weird mistakes to keep it close. And if this game is close, it's better for I can't even think of his name, the quarterback at LSU, to go up higher in the Heisman. So Neisenmeyer. What?
I'll be having a hard time pronouncing his name. Nussmeier.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like Nussmeier.
I don't like this game, but LSU should be able to cover the spread easily, bro. But again, they got the hook right there, and I can see Florida coming out here off of embarrassment, fighting like they ain't never fought before to keep it close. SEC game, I'm gonna stay away from it. LSU's gonna win this game, but I don't know if they're gonna win by more than 7. So I'm off.
Yeah, so on this one, I think I'm gonna have something for y'all later on this one too. I'm not gonna take the 7.5 just because Nussmeier has not been looking good. The offense hasn't looked good yet. The offense didn't even look good the next game against lower competition. They're looking the same. But what I will hang my hat on is I really think LSU is going to come out and employ that same defense that USF did and say, hey, you're not going to beat us deep. You're going to methodically drive the ball down the field on us. They know he struggles with it. But on the flip side, Florida played – another reason Florida lost to USF. Florida only pressured USF 3 times.
That's terrible.
It is no way a SEC team should be playing USF and getting only 3 times. And so – I'm good knowing that LSU is not going to get pressured, so we don't got to worry about that. So that's probably not going to be any turnovers. And if you give anybody, college or pro, no pressure as a quarterback, they're going to pick you apart. So I think it's going to still be a lower scoring game. I do love the fact that it's LSU. Florida struggles in the LSU like most people. So I do love that. But like I said, And on top of everything, I got one team who don't give pressure, but I got LSU. One thing they can do is pressure.
Yeah.
LSU
that D line is revamped.
Yes,
That
LSU is
line
going
is
to have
revamped.
on your back. So even though I don't want to take the 7.5 spread, y'all, this is a game, and y'all gonna learn as we go along. I have these games where I just can't see a team losing, and when y'all learn to bet like that, sometimes it helps y'all. I just can't see LSU at home. What we just talked about taking this L. So we're not gonna bet the 7.5. I'm gonna have something for y'all later, but I do see LSU winning this game. And for y'all to love the money lines, who just like to put big money on money lines, I would love that. If y'all want to do that on the LSU, I wouldn't tell y'all not to. You got anything else? All right, we got one of Jay's favorite games of the day. We got Oregon, a 27.5 point favorite at Northwestern, over under 48.5. What we got?
Bro.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Before you start, nigga, I want to. What is cigar and a drink at, man? You got to give it to him when you talk about this one, man.
All right, man. I'm just keeping it a buck with you, bro.
You got to, because I already know you. I'm ready for you.
Oregon, bro. Oregon, however you pronounce it, you know, it's all the same, bro. Like the talent differential out here should be considered domestic violence, bro. Like this shit is assault. When I saw this spread, I was like, okay. In my head, I already thought it was gonna be like 31.5. So I'm like, let me go check it out. I go to see, okay, Oregon coming across the country to Illinois. All right. That's a 2-hour difference. So the kickoff will be at 9 out there, 11 in Illinois. All right. What's the weather going to be like? Is it going to be windy? Is it going to be rainy? It's a chance of rain, but it's going to be it's going to get up to almost 80 degrees. Northwestern's running back is out. I knew he was out. I didn't know he was going to be out the whole season. He's out.
Yeah. They're only basically good player.
They have no talent. They lost 20-3 to Tulane. Northwestern is terrible. It's between them and Purdue as the worst team in the Big Ten. If you know how Dan Lanning get down, especially since they didn't join the fucking Big, he don't play these games, bro.
Not at all. Not at all,
bro. Unless it's gonna have to be a tornado out there to keep Northwestern in the game. It's gonna have to be a bunch of weather delays and stuff because Northwestern's terrible. And these dudes, you saw what they did to Oklahoma State. I understand. It's not the Oklahoma State with Des Bryant back in the day, but it's still it's a formidable program. They usually win 7-8 games, 69-3.
Yes.
Going into the fourth quarter, because my man ran his mouth, because Mike Gundy ran his, bro, this is gonna be bad.
Yes.
Bad. Now, me personally, I don't like hooks. So I bought it down to 26.5. If you go there, you can get it for -125. That's what I did. Big money on this, bro. Northwestern got to show me, dog. They just gonna have to show me. Man.
See, I ain't gonna say too much. He didn't told y'all a mouthful. It's a big talent discrepancy. I actually watched, because Jay came to me. He was just like, man, Oregon. I'm like, man, I didn't really watch Oregon because I saw they blew out both teams. So I'm like, I ain't gonna watch them. But since he brought it to me, I had to check him out. Anytime he bring me a spread and he like it, excuse me, guys, my allergies kind of bother me a little bit. Every time he bring me a spread and he like it, I gotta watch the games. I watched Northwestern. If Northwestern was if this was like college football, NCAA football, they fastest player like an 82. I'm talking about they fastest players at 82. They fastest players at 82. Their team is so slow. The talent is so what somebody mentioned, they were saying, okay, they traveled in this early game. They beat Oklahoma State, but Oklahoma State not really that good. And so it's gonna be a letdown. Man, a letdown from 69 points is still 40 points. You can take 30 points away and still win 40-3 and cover the spread. So I'm with you.
There's one other thing I want to say about Oregon that people don't realize. I watch them because Ted has told you I'm an Ohio State fan. So I try to watch my enemies, Penn State, Oregon. I keep up with Michigan because I want to see what my enemies are bringing to the table. Oregon don't just drop back and throw the ball deep. No matter how you play them, they're going to try to get fast people in space.
Yes.
And when they get them people in space, good Lord, If you ain't got no type of team speed, it get ugly, bro. Because they will make a 5-yard out go crazy, or they'll throw. Let's say you want to shut it down, you want to get back deep. They'll throw a screen pass.
Yeah.
And somebody better trip him up before he hit top speed. Because every time you see Oregon, all you see is somebody in green running fast, looking like Kyler Murray, just legs like this. Northwestern has never had a team in my lifetime that really matches up with Oregon since Oregon's been Oregon. You know what I mean? So,
and even when Oregon wasn't in the Big Ten and they still was struggling against the big teams, nobody in the Big Ten had Oregon speed like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Even I love Ohio State, and they always great, but they not the Oregon speed. So, like, Northwestern haven't seen that. One last thing, Dan Lanning love poster board material. Y'all gonna say he already had it last week. He ain't got no poster board material. Ain't nobody talk about Oregon for the championship. And nobody talk about Oregon for the Big Ten title. Ain't nobody talk about Oregon at all. He's about to go out there and make an example and say, y'all need to put my name. He's going to say, respect my name. He's going to say, respect my name.
Style points.
Yes.
He's big on style points. Remember what he did to Deion and them when he went to Colorado? He was big on style points, bro.
Yes.
I unless I'm missing something. And again, maybe I miss something. Maybe somebody knows something. I don't know. Maybe somebody's sleeping with somebody's girlfriend. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Agreed. And it's weird because there's two teams like that this year. Ohio State is one and Oregon's in another. But remember that year that Michigan won the championship? We wasn't live on this show, but every week they would have a bigger spread. And I would tell my bro, man, the spread ain't big enough. And the next week, he'd be like, man, but it's 35. They couldn't make the spread big enough because the offense was so good, but the thing is they got the defense. When you got the defense, it's hard for Vegas to figure out the spread, and I think this is one of the reasons. All right, we got a next one coming up. We got Texas A&M at Notre Dame. Notre Dame 6.5 point favorite, over and under 50.5. What you thinking?
I got to take Notre Dame, man. It's strictly off the coach, bro. He really, with the type of schedule he has, going 0-2 and winning the rest out it's not gonna be tough. He could easily do it.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be playing with his playoff life. He needs this win. I like the way they came back against Miami. Miami looked like a top 5 team to me. So
that was impressive, that comeback.
That comeback was real impressive. They opened it up. The defense was still sound. I don't know what to expect from Texas A&M. I know the quarterback can run. I still ain't seen him hit a pass for real. I know they're gonna have defense, but coming into Notre Dame, the fan base gonna be crazy. That stadium gonna be rocking. Notre Dame to cover this spread, bro, because they don't need it, but they do need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And I'm gonna double back on that. What you talking about running the ball? Of course, Freeman is a man when it comes to covering the spreads. We did get burned against Miami, but that's over. But Texas A&M have a big hole, and their hole on their defense is Notre Dame's strength. Texas A&M gave up 90 yards in the first half to UTSA. Now, granted, Henry Jr. looked pretty good, but he's not Jeremiah Love at all, and it's not Notre Dame off the line. It's not Notre Dame. Texas A&M gave up 177 yards to that running back Henry in the 3 quarters, and not even 3 full quarters. He had it about 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Notre Dame, 3 running backs is going to get loose. They're going to control the ball the whole game. Texas A&M not going to have much chance to really stay in the game. They're just not going to have the ball. And so anytime I see a team that has to play Notre Dame and you can't stop their run, so the reason Miami did good against Notre Dame, they can stop the run. If you can stop Notre Dame's run, you can beat them. But when you can't stop Notre Dame's run, you're going to have trouble. And Texas A&M, one thing I'm a little bit afraid of is Concepcion. Concepcion is a beast at receiver. Remember him from NC State last year?
Yeah.
He's been balling this year. He got a couple punt returns for kickoff returns for touchdowns. So that's the only dude that scares me a little bit. But the reason I will bet Notre Dame, we're not best betting this one, but we definitely leaning heavy Notre Dame, is because Notre Dame got elite secondary and they got a couple NFL players. So I think if anybody can stop them in their passing game, it would be them. You got anything else?
No, I'm with you. And plus, Freeman is good at covering the spread, bro. I don't see him not covering it twice, bro. And he damn near pulled out a miracle in the 4th quarter again last week. I just got to roll with him, bro. I'm not a Notre Dame fan. I bet against him a couple years ago too many times, and it bit me. And when you watch what he do, he's always gonna have it. They're always gonna be in it, and I just think they're better. Like you said, I think they got a better running back than whoever that was. What was Tip that gave him all that business? I think Jeremiah Love. And he's doing a prospect game, bro. So
yeah, man, a running back had almost 200 yards in less than 3 quarters is crazy. And you talk about Jeremiah Love, who's number 1 back in the country. If y'all want to prop something, think about Jeremiah Love. I'm just letting y'all know that. Give me a little nugget. All right, we're going to move forward to the next game. We got Clemson, minus 3.5 favorites on the road. Georgia Tech at home, over under 51.5. What you got?
On this one, I picked Clemson to win the game, but I don't like 3.5, bro. I would actually go under 51.5. I think this is gonna be a hard fight. Clemson ain't been clicking. You not just gonna run the ball down their throat. So Georgia Tech gonna have to show some form of life in the passing game, which I don't believe they have. I think it's really just a run series. If Clemson is clicking, this should be pretty easy, but they not clicking. So I got Clemson to win the game. If I play anything on here, it's gonna be the under. I would say go under 51.5. I can't see both them teams putting up points like that, especially Georgia Tech on Clemson's defense, and especially the way Clemson's offense has been looking. So I'm going under.
So on this one, I'm gonna go opposite of you on this one. I like Georgia Tech.
Okay.
Like I said, who?
No, because my bet is gonna be under on this one.
Okay, so no. Okay, I thought you were saying Clemson with the spread. Okay, so
no, hell no.
Okay, so no, so I'm not doing the over under. The only reason I'm not going to take the 3.5 is Haynes sat out last week as a precautionary measure, but they say he had lower body injury, and so I'm kind of suspect on that lower body injury. That's why I'm not going to bet the 3.5 as the best bet. But one thing I learned watching Clemson this year.
No, hold on.
Oh man, you said what?
I'm just gonna cut you off right now.
Okay.
So you're taking Georgia Tech with the points?
No, I'm saying I'm not gonna. I lean Georgia Tech. I'm not gonna champ chain it because of Haynes King.
Okay.
Yeah, if Haynes King was 100% healthy, you know what I'm saying, I would go. But when you say lower body injury, it scares me because what if he go in second? Because he didn't play last game. He's out the whole last game.
I thought about something. I forgot because we ain't did a champ chain bet in a minute. I gotta get my get back. You picked Georgia earlier, didn't you?
No, that one I said I wasn't going to pick.
You said you weren't going to bet. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure.
We're going to have some coming up. We're going to have some coming. I'm telling you, if Haynes was 100% healthy, but when you tell me lower back injury in football, second quarter, he's out, now the whole game and changed, and I don't want that. But if you tell me if Haynes King will play this whole game, I think Georgia Tech has a chance to win. I do think they can cover. One thing I learned about Clemson, watching them, their defense not as good as we thought they were. They might be good on PFF. You can have a PFF grade here and there. You got to play on the field. Clemson gives up too many 7 to 10 yard carries. Even last week against inferior competition, 7-yard run, 8-yard run, 7-yard run. You're supposed to dominate these teams when they got lower, inferior competition. They're not doing that. So Georgia Tech gonna have these slick running games. You're gonna have these counters, options, and stuff like that. So I think they will be able to control the ball. They will be able to keep this game close. And I wouldn't be surprised if they came away with a victory. And believe me, the only reason I'm not going to bet this or champ chain it is because Haynes is not healthy. He has a lower back injury. And if he's out in the second quarter, I'm going to be mad as hell on Saturday if that happens. But I'm letting y'all know, if y'all want to put some money down, if y'all think Haynes King will play this whole game, I do think they'll cover. I do think they have a chance for the upset. You got anything else?
Nah, we good.
Okay. All right, this is Ohio State. This is Jay's favorite team. Y'all will find out if y'all don't already know. 30.5 point favorites over Ohio, over under 50.5. What you think about this big spread, man? You feel like you feel on Oregon?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I think like this right here is too tempting for me, bro. That spread should probably be like 40. Mm-hmm. They're gonna beat the shit out of Ohio. It's all about if they get bored. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the only reason I hate 30-point spreads. Like I feel like the 20-point spreads, you're still focused and da. When you get up on somebody like 34-3, it's easy to give up a little, touchdown at the end of the game. I think we saw was that Penn State? They gave up that one. That's why I'm not gonna bet this spread, but Ohio State's the best team in the country. Playing Ohio is just getting them some money. There's gonna be people getting embarrassed. Jeremiah Smith gonna have about 5 TDs. It's gonna be crazy, bro. So yeah, they're covering Ohio State.
Ohio State not gonna let a team named Ohio come in and score 20 points, and they're gonna have to score 21 points to cover the spread because Ohio State's gonna go score 50 on that defense. All right, we got another game coming up. We got Vanderbilt at South Carolina. It's a 3.5 point favorite. Over under 48.5. You got anything on this one?
No, I'm passing. It's all you.
All right. So South Carolina has a real suspect off the line.
Damn.
South Carolina played Virginia Tech. The score was 24-11. Vanderbilt came in and beat that same team 44-20. The same exact team. I'm gonna give y'all a stat, and this is gonna be. I'm gonna show you later in the show. My underdog pick of the week. I think it's around 138. Ever since Pavia has been the quarterback at Vanderbilt, they are 8-2 as underdogs. They are, and 5 of those are outright victories. They are 8-2 as underdogs, and 5 of those are outright victories. All right, we're gonna jump on to my alt parlay. We talked about these already, a lot of them, so we ain't got to go too far on these. Vanderbilt, if I think they're going to win, I think they're going to cover 7. We love that 7. We love that touchdown. We love that hook. Notre Dame, we talked about it. I think they can get the win. BC got a 14-point spread. They are traveling, I think, across to Stanford. Yeah, they're traveling to Stanford. Yup, they are at Stanford. Stanford is like Northwestern. They just own the West Coast.
That quarterback, I know I give you flack on him. He do look the part, and I saw him make some throws. But if you can't beat Michigan State, you got Bill O'Brien. This is a pro-style coach. I know he don't play defense. It's not all on him. But he had a chance to win that game. And he ain't get it done.
Now
Michigan
remember,
State is not world beaters, bro. It's easy to go. Me and you can get some guys to go up to East Lansing and lose by 10. Like, they're not. And I think
they didn't lose by 10. They lost by 7 in overtime. It was like a last second. It was overtime. It was like triple overtime.
No, it was double. I think it was double overtime.
But it's still that means it's an even game because they went to overtime. So remember, y'all gonna learn this too. I like to use the mathematics of spreads when I like to bet. So if I think Michigan State is a 14-point favorite over Stanford, and I think Boston College is a 14 points favorite over Stanford, if Boston College loses Michigan State or Michigan State loses Boston College, I'm not gonna take that away from them playing a lower level team called Stanford. Now, if Boston College would have lost to a Stanford type team, then I'm not gonna bet them. But I'm taking 2 even teams where I think both 2 touchdowns better than Stanford. So I'm not gonna really knock them for that loss.
I'm gonna let you, bro. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm done arguing. I like your parlay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna probably play your parlay. I'm just taking Boston College out.
Okay.
And Georgia. No, plus 7.5 is fair. I can do that.
So we got Georgia Tech. We talked about that one. We got to really talk much about that one. We already talked about LSU. We talked about Miami. We actually talked about Oregon. So
yeah, I like this parlay, bro. I just think it's real maniac behavior to believe in.
So remember, y'all, just because I put the parlay on here, if you want to take one off, take it off. Only thing you're gonna do is lose. Only thing you're gonna do is win less money. We both gonna win. We're just gonna win less money, but we both gonna win. So that's all that matters, don't it? We got plus 809 odds. We about to go on.
Are you watching this? You see this light? This is Boston College. That's what we're doing. What is this, bro? Boston.
Hold on, no. You talking mad shit. So you talking about champ chain? You got what? Don't tell me you think Stanford gonna cover the spread.
No, hell no. I'm not betting on.
Okay, so let's go on. So let's go on.
Sorry versus suck. I'm not betting on sorry versus suck. Pause. I'm not betting that. No, hell no. Because anything can happen. This is a beautiful parlay, and you're gonna leave it in the hands of Boston College. That's pride. No, that's maniac. That's maniac behavior. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. And we gonna see. I might come back crying next week. Like, man, you told me. But right now, as of today, y'all, this looks beautiful.
All right.
Just beautiful. So let's go on to our best bet. Our best bet this week is Oregon minus 20 and at 7.5. We ain't got to really say too much about it. We already talked about it.
I love it.
Next, we got my underdog of the week. We got Vanderbilt money line. I'm backing your boy Pavia. And y'all saw his record against the spread, 4-0 against the spread on the road, and he actually won 5 of those games outright. I don't care if he's 40. If you give me a 40-year-old and you put him in high school and he's eligible, if he winning me money, I'm good with it. The rest, y'all can talk about on SportsCenter. So, y'all, I'm glad y'all liked the show. We had to come in a little gutter. We got Pimp name slipped back over there, Jay. He coming in when he got the shades. He got the pimp hat with the chain. I'm coming in New York style, son. Coming New York. We were undefeated last week, son. God, what you know, God? Word, God. We was undefeated, God. They ain't messing with us, God. What's up, son?
I know you look like a member of the Locks. That's what I know.
Yeah, son. Yeah, son.
That's all I know.
Yeah, son. Word, son. Yeah. We just gangster this boy. What? What?
He said, son.
What you got, son?
I ain't got nothing, bro. All I know is I'm out here trying to double my money.
Yeah.
UFC show.
Yeah.
Check out this out. We coming back tomorrow. We're going to give you an NFL show because we went undefeated on our parlays in NFL too. So y'all got to start. Just follow us, bro. Like and subscribe. Let's get it. We may act silly on here, but we all about that green. We all about business. So we're going to see y'all next week. Actually, if you watch the NFL, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Deuces.
And make sure y'all check out the shorts. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all check out the shorts. We're going to have some shorts for y'all. We're going to have some NFL parlays on the shorts. Make sure y'all check out our touchdown bets on the shorts this week on the YouTube. We went 4 out of 5. The only one we missed was Njoku. So make sure y'all keep up with us, like you said. Beats, rhymes, parlays. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Peace and love, y'all. See y'all soon.